Hi, thank you for pressing play. I am now going to show you what I did with all those things from the retirement list. So I've made this cute little triangular box, and I'm making just some little gifts for my tutor group as we're breaking up next week, and I'm actually leaving the school. So it's an end of term little well done and goodbye, and it's quite sad. So what I've used for this is some paper from the Warmth and Cheer paper pack stack, and although it's Christmas, a lot of the papers aren't actually necessarily Christmas, so you can actually use them all year round, and some of them would make some really lovely masculine cards, as well as some nice Christmas cards as well. So the paper's not just for Christmas, there's loads there, and I use that star because each and every one of them is a little star. So lovely paper stack there, so it's crumb cake and basic black, and using the Label Me Pretty set, which I'm finally getting back on stock, and so it's been on back order for ages and I finally got it. So I've used these two stamps here. I've used the You're the Best, hopefully they'll remember when to use the proper You're, and that lovely little outline there, and the basic black ribbon that I've used, we don't sell. It's actually, what I've done is I've used the Whisper White sheer ribbon, and using a Sharpie pen I've coloured it black, and so I think that's quite cute. So for this one I'm going to use some paper from that Halloween stack that's on the retirement list. I'm going to use this side, I think, rather than the sort of tire track side. So this is 5 1/4 by 6, so you'll be able to get 4 of these out of a 12 by 12, and that was important for me because I've got to make quite a lot, and so I wanted something that I'd be able to use the least resources. So we'll do a bit of scoring. This is take 2 because the last one I scored wrong, so I've actually written it down. I'm going to put all these instructions as ever on my blog. Okay, so on the long side we are going to score at 1 inch, 1.5 inches and 2 inches, and then we're going to score at 4, 4.5 and 5. And then if we turn it over to the short side, and we're going to score at 1.5, 3 and 4.5. Okay. Oh, I do need my bone folder, don't I? So we will just fold and burnish the 3 long ones, and then these ones where we've got 3 score lines on each side, we're going to do like a valley and mountain. So that one's going that way, that one's going the other way, and that one's going that way. So it looks like that. And we'll do the same on this side. I think there are other versions of this box out there. I make these quite often for table treats. Don't always make them triangular. I make them hexagonal, and I've done them square. Square doesn't work so well, I don't think. So using the envelope punch board, what we're going to do now is on each of the, we've got the 3 long side ones, we are going to punch in that middle score line. And the way to set it up, it's 1.5 inches, so you just line that up there to the 1.5 inch line. Did you see that? And then you know you've got it in the right place. Okay, and just punch, and we'll do that all the way down on each of those that way, horizontal line there, and then we'll do the bottom one as well, just on the edge, and then we flip it over and we do exactly the same. You want to make sure that you're cutting into that one that's the long and not that side, because otherwise you just get a great big hole. Okay, so there we go. Really is quite quick to do, and quite effective. So there we go, that's that. And then we just need a little bit of sticky. I'm using snail because it's just paper. Oops, I do think I ought to come up with something to do with those. So a little bit of snail. You want to make sure that you don't put any sticky on these bits, so you only want to do sticky on the 3 flat bits. Okay, so upside down every time I do it, upside down. I bought myself a brand new fast fuse, and oh my goodness, it was amazing. I got it to work. I was so chuffed. I've actually used it all now. It's empty now, so I've got to order a refill. But obviously the first one I had was faulty. But as I'd never used one before, I just thought it was me being inept. So then you just line these up. Oh, good job I've not used fast fuse on this. Otherwise that would have been a disaster. Okay, so this is the only bit that is ever so slightly tricky, and actually I did do note to self in practice to use Tombow, which would have given me which would have given me a little bit of wigglish, but anyway, never mind, I didn't, and it's worked, it's okay. Just stick my bone folder down there a bit. There we go. So that, it's a little bit like a cracker. Now when you do it, if you do it hexagonal and not triangle, it will actually move a bit better, but as it's triangle it don't actually do too much boingy boingy, but it's giving you a little bit of an effect. And it's not a very big box, but then I'm not rich, I am a teacher, so I'm just giving them a little bit of a chocolate bar there that will just go in really nicely, like so. And then just to decorate, I have already stamped it out, and what I did, so I stamped it out in basic black, and then I've just used my pumpkin pie marker because I've got all the markers I want it. I'm so excited. And so I just went round the edge, and then I just coloured those little bits in, and I cut this out using 1.25 inch circle punch, and then that fits beautifully with inside it. And again, I went round the outside with that. So I'm just going to use some dimensionals to stick that on. Put one in the middle and one on each edge. I'm off camera, aren't I? On here. So this is just Whisper White cardstock because there's Whisper White in here. So just stick that in the middle, and you can see it fits beautifully. I did actually want to use the stitch circle on the crumb cake one, but it was just slightly too big, the smallest one, so that didn't work. And then I'm going to stick that, and that fits just nicely on there. Centre it and down. like that. Cute. And then I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use the black and pumpkin pie twine, because that's why I chose this paper. I haven't used it yet, as you can see. So I'm just going to use this to tie a little bow, and then it all matches up. Lovely. Here we go. Where's my scissors? Oh, they'll do. They're not my best scissors for cutting. For cutting like ribbon and twine. They're good scissors for cutting, clearly. They just cut, but they're not so nice and sharp. And then I'm just going to tie a bow around here. Brave woman. Doing it on camera. There we go. And then on this side, so concentrating, I went all quiet, didn't I? There we go. And there's my little bows. What I probably do is play with them a little bit, get them to be not so big, how I like them. Am I actually making any effect when I've done that? No idea. There we go. And there. Quite cute. Like that. Like the colours. Very nice. See, you wouldn't know it was Halloween. And what I thought I'd do, just as a little finish off, get me little enamel dots and stick a little dot on. Stick a little dot on. Right, so where's my piercer? Here somewhere. There it be. And I just thought I'd take a little dot and put it somewhere, or maybe put it there, if it will come off. Just stick a little dot there, give it a little bit of something extra. No? Yeah? Maybe. So there we go. What do you think? So I'm just amazed at what I've got for my £45 off the clearance rack. Always worth a look. And then you've got your £4.50 to spend next month. Okay, thanks for watching. All the details will be on my blog at nigezza.blogspot.com, and you can click and go and have a little look at the clearance rack and see what bargains you can get. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.